Feels like time is going faster than it seems. We were just two kids who were trying to live the teenage dream. We could see no reason why we should ever try to go to sleep. Remember every weekend we stayed up late and then went home to me. I wish that I could live that dream again. 'Cause it was only you and me back then. We were never growing up, said we'd be young forever. You taught me how to love, and nothing could be better than you and me.
45だから200円ぐらいだ。
生姜これ。美味しい。 独特な味だね。味がなんかめっちゃ酔っ払いそう。絶対美味しい気がする。うまっ。めっちゃ美味しい。
美味しい。
ニンニク。これだけでなんかおつまみになる。これだけで飲めると思う。
いい感じになってくる。
一個一個切り抜いてね。
何も考えてやってる暇
これは手動のサイダー。
I would be up waiting for you if you had to leave. I would wait a lifetime if you were at sea. I just wanna say that I feel that our love is real. Maybe we should hurry up and seal the deal. I just wanna love you right. Love you till the end of time. I just wanna hold you for forever. Every day you're making me better. 'Cause a love like this is rare, and I wanna take you there. I would give it all away to do it all again.
美味しい。
Make a story that would never end. Never thought I'd
ソースの味がめっちゃ
feel alive. Looking in your eyes. I just wanna love you till the day I die. Oh, oh, I just wanna love you right. Oh, oh, love you till the end of time.
Yeah.
いいね。
She stands by the window, stares at the morning sun. She hopes for a What can you do when your head over heels in love?
好，马上好。很好吃哦，不好吃不用钱哦。一个50。はい、ありがとう、谢谢。50元。
ありがとう。
はい。
She wanders along the trail down to the river. But will she dare set sail? The thought makes her shiver. Watching the sail behind those lonely eyes.
我定位啦，我打下个。木恩晓无？木晓还是大金传已经啊。要的随机送。
シャバなココってこれは匂い嗅ぐで名前ね文法がねこっちは何ゴミ逆らってお湯は入れて温めて待ってカフェあっち来る匂い嗅ぐそうウーロン茶のジャスミンの花代わりねまた予約同じでここね30秒ここ投げれるいいのここのね僕は分かるね近所とかはね中の方のよまた自分でくださいお願いします
ありがとうございます。 미그스.
땡큐. 처음 나 이거 어디다? 맛있어. 더 맞는 게.
4桁のラスト。
Please enter reservation number.
毎回見せるんだね、乗り降りするときに。
餌はさ、なんかアイテムになってる。
カフェ
スイカ
スリーカーこれチーズケーキチーズケーキでっかい何これ来たすごいチョコめっちゃ濃厚チーズケーキ食べますスプーンさ曲げなかったからさやりにくい
なんで負けなかった
え、なんか工事してる。え、待って工事してるね。嘘でしょ。え、工事してる。で工事してる。ジェイさん。え、工事してるね。今。待ってこんにちは。
入れんのあそこもしかして
入れる、本当は入れるけど、この感じ入れない。
入れないねあれでも入れんじゃないもしかして入 れそうではあるよ。口は開いてるぞ。竜の口から入り、虎の口から出るだって。
竜、入れるなら行ってみたくない？
あ、出てくる人いるから入れるわ。
本当だ。
すいません、失礼します。 冷たいじゃん。
全然冷たい。 しい。カフェかもしれない、5階。
I met him on a sunny day in late July, and everything turned upside down. I almost lost track of time as weeks went by. I couldn't get him off my mind. I told him I want that great love, like standing in the middle of a bonfire. You don't know how you got there, but you hold tight, knowing that you can't get burned. Just tell me how we lost track of everything but each other. I honestly don't know. And tell me how we messed up, drifting away from each other. Didn't wanna let you go. Cause we wanted different things, and I have to deal with it, but it's not easy. So tell me how to let go, cause you really seem to know how to carry on your own. Ever since I got a good look in his eyes, I just knew that he was special. He said he wanted to take it slow, but I couldn't help that I wanted to take it to the next level. Cause I wanted that great love, like standing in the middle of a bonfire. You don't know how you got there, but you hold tight, knowing that you can't get burned. Just tell me how we lost track of everything but each other. I honestly don't know. And tell me how we messed up, drifting away from each other. Didn't wanna let you go. Cause we wanted different things, and I have to deal with it, but it's not easy. So tell me how to let go, 'cause you really seem to know how to carry on. Met him on a sunny day in late July, and everything turned upside down. I almost lost track of time as weeks went by. I couldn't get him off my mind. I couldn't get him off my mind. Lost track of everything but each other. I honestly don't know. Tell me how we messed up, drifting away from each other. Didn't wanna let you go. Cause we wanted different things, and I have to deal with it, but it's not easy. So tell me how to let go, 'cause you really seem to know how to carry on. How to carry on.
これ違う。どうすか？
美味しい。
美味しい？
なんかかきの味は美味しい。コフィーがめっちゃ入ってる。どう？
うまい。あ、これがやっぱ一番うまいかな。
めっちゃうまい。
これ全然違う味だけどうまいわ。
嘘。やっぱお店によって味が違うんだね。
あ、これうまいわ。
食べれてよかったね。あれはなんかやっぱ食べといた方がよかったね。食べるべきというか。
degrees and sunny, just the way I always wanted. 더바랄것도 없어. 지금 이대로면 좋아. 따스한 햇볕이 가득 담은 Sand River. The bluebirds peaceful to sing along. That I love you.
私はウサからそういう
我们已经抵达，谢谢。
これ震災か。
これ何時？
あ、春巻きとかいいじゃん。春巻き頼もうよ。
じゃあ一旦これで、あ、ビール。ビール。
あ、どうだったどうだった台湾ビール。
私は普通に飲める。
どっちがいいせっかくなら台湾にする
向こうやばくない？暗いね。電車やっぱやってないのまだ閉まってるから。
本当だ。
みんな歩いてきてるじゃん。
そういうことなんです。
そうなんだ。歩けるうちにさいなかったらさ来れなかった。
来れなかったね、確かに。
もうエビの味がシール美味しい。
あらエビとか入ってるでしょ。エビとなんだっけ。
シールとか
ザーサイ入ってるとかよ。
味もめっちゃ美味しい。美味しい。揚げパンみたいなやつ美味しくない？ここに入ってるからよかったよ、食べれてる。うわ、美味しそう。美味しそう。どう？
卵
美味しい。あ、へえ。パンがもちもち。
パンにもなんか
味ついてる？甘いんだ。さらにあそこ折り返してるんじゃない？島村の奥に。どうでした？朝ごはん。美味しかったね。あ、想像より美味しかった？ちょっと朝起きるのだるいって思ったけど、いや、行ってよかったね。食べなかったら後悔したと思う。うん。よかった。
ああそうだね。
It's a hard thing to know that your soul will stay hollow. Even if I know that nothing lasts forever, it's not easy to let go. Can you love me again? Can things ever be the same? All I do is see things slipping through my fingers when he turns and walks away. Yes, there he goes. There he goes. All the things I wanna say. Maybe he'll listen someday. I know it is not enough to say I'm sorry. Didn't beg him to stay. So there he goes.
すげえ。
飲み切れる。そう、飲み切るか。最高。
美味しい。
うん。美味しい。
全然。
ちょっとぐるっと一回りしてから向かいますか。
I got this picture in my closet. It's gathering dust right now. And the edges have been folded once or twice. Doesn't look the same no more, 'cause the sun has made it pale. I used to have it hanging on my wall some time ago. A picture of you. You're standing by that window, playing your guitar. And if I close my eyes, I can almost hear your song. A picture of you. A picture of you. And I remember every day that I spent with you. The look you had upon your face when I said goodbye. I don't know why I let you go, but I was young and dumb. And all that I have left from that time is a picture of you. I could talk to you for hours, and we stay up all night. And when morning came, we make breakfast in bed. I don't know why I threw away what we had. What's wrong with me? I don't know why I threw it all away. And I remember every day that I spent with you. The look you had upon your face when I said goodbye. I don't know why I let you go, but I was young and dumb. And all that I have left from that time is a picture of you. A picture of you. It's a picture And I remember every day that I've spent with you. The look you had upon your face when I said goodbye.